MegaPodTastic. Good morning, MegaPodlings. It's Crazy Joe here, and guess what? Today is the day Rise of Skywalker opens. Technically, it had its first showings last night. I have not seen it yet. I will be seeing it tonight. I look forward to it. I'm very excited. I'm a longtime Star Wars fan, and I thought, in honor of Rise of Skywalker, we should bump up some of the Star Wars content on this channel this week. I did the ranking video not too long ago, and today I'm going to show you something that I have recently purchased. If you watch my live streams, you may have seen it. It was in one of my live streams, but I always said that if I had a lot of money, if I hit the lottery, I would want, as a luxury item, a Star Wars arcade cabinet of the old 1983 vector graphic Star Wars game. It would be pretty expensive. They're not cheap machines. They're not something I could afford. So when the Arcade 1-Up company announced that they were putting out this, I could not say no. This is basically a recreation of the old Atari vector graphic arcade machine, but it has 3 games on it. It has the original Star Wars, it has Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. So let's take a look at this arcade cabinet and check it out. This cabinet recreates the artwork from the original 1983 cabinet. Now, these Arcade 1-Up machines are a little bit short, so there is a custom riser to make it a little bigger. Now, this does have 3 games on it: Star Wars, Empire, and Return of the Jedi. And as you can see, this is very, very well done. If you are familiar with the Arcade 1-Up machines, you kind of know what they're all about. My friend Greg over at Greg's Game Room has done a bit with them. Now look, we got the 3 games here: the original Star Wars, Empire, Return of the Jedi. Now here's something interesting. This is something interesting I did not actually know until very, very recently. The original Star Wars vector graphic arcade machine came out in 1983, okay? Now, Star Wars and Empire Strikes Back are both vector graphic games. The Return of the Jedi game is extremely different from the first 2. Well, what I found out, and I thought this was very, very interesting, is that Return of the Jedi is actually the second game in the series. Because the first game, Star Wars, came out in 1983, same year Return of the Jedi opened at theaters. So they followed Star Wars up with Return of the Jedi. And apparently Return of the Jedi was not very well received. So later on they went and did Empire, and they went back to the vector graphics. In fact, from what I understand, it was like a conversion kit for the Star Wars machines. So it's like if you had Star Wars, you can alter it somehow to be Empire. Very interesting. But I know most people like the Star Wars and Empire games, but I don't know many people that really like the Return of the Jedi game. Let's check them out. All right, I got it back to the menu screen. Let's start with the original Star Wars. And I'm going to lower the volume a little because it's late and people are sleeping. But let's do the original Star Wars, and we're gonna play it on easy, okay? We'll just start on easy. If you're younger, you may not remember this game. There I am. You can see my reflection in the machine. And now let's try easy here. Okay. Kind of gotta play it on easy when you're using one hand like this. Oreo's fussing. I don't know if you can hear him. There we go. And now we are in the Death Star trench. Oh, right. And there, we have blown up the Death Star. Let's make it a little bit louder. All right, going on to level 2 here. All right, back to the Death Star. All right. Now, here we go. Oh, and the game is over. Obi-Wan Kenobi is gone, but his presence is felt within the Force. The Empire's Death Star, under the command of Darth Vader, nears the rebel planet. You must join the rebellion to stop the Empire. The Force will be with you, always. All right. I love this game. Let's check out Empire Strikes Back. Empire Strikes Back time. Here we go. Let's see.
He could destroy us. May the Force be with you.
Let's go with easy again. Oh, there's a Star Destroyer.
There's a meteorite hit the ground area.
All right. And now we're fighting the probe droids on Hoth. And if we're fighting the probe droids on Hoth, that means that AT-ATs can't be far behind. Where are the AT-ATs? There they are. Now we're going to have to shoot our tow cables to bring them down. Whoa. I think I'm out of tow cables. Yep, tow cables are gone. All right, Rebel hideout. Oh, now we're in the Millennium Falcon. I'm better at this game when I'm not playing one-handed, by the way. All right. Now we're in the asteroid field. I got hit. Oh. All right. Now we're going back to Hoth. Back on Hoth. Here we go. These games are a little bit repetitive, I gotta say, but I have a serious weakness for these games, especially the original Star Wars arcade game, because it's something like, I remember as a kid, if I went to an arcade and they had that original Star Wars game, I would just play that until I ran out of quarters. All right, game over. Let's check out Return of the Jedi, which is the weakest of these three games. Now, as I mentioned, the Return of the Jedi game is vastly different. We are... Yeah, look at this. This is more like a traditional kind of, like, traditional like arcade game of the day. The vector graphics were a little unique. All right, we're going on speeder bikes. This is not easy. Gotta get through the trees. This isn't easy with two hands. Oh, I hit a tree. This is actually a hard game with two hands, and I'm playing it one-handed, so this one, I rarely get to level 2 on this game, honestly. Then again, I also rarely play this game. I prefer the first. See, I keep hitting trees, man. I keep hitting the trees. It's not easy. Ooh, there it is again. I'd love to get to level 2 to show you level 2. Can I do it? Can I not hit a tree? Oh, I hit another tree. And game over. Let's try this one more time. Listen, it's playing the Ewok song. Let's try it again. All right, trying it again. I don't have high hopes here. And I hit a tree. Oh, I did it. All right. Now level 2, flying the Millennium Falcon. And I'm dead. And I'm dead again. And I'm dead again. Yeah, Return of the Jedi is not my game. So there you go. It's my Star Wars 1-up machine. I really love this thing. Like I said, I always wanted the arcade Star Wars machine. It was one of those like luxury items I always thought I would get if I hit the lottery. But this arcade 1-up machine kind of, it's kind of like the fulfillment of a dream. I never thought I would have something like this, but they made it semi-affordable. I mean, it's still, it's a pricey machine. I got an incredible deal on it though. Like I didn't pay full price for this. Let me tell you that. I did not pay full price. Full price is $500. I didn't pay $500 for that. But even $500, if you look at what a Star Wars arcade machine goes for, $500's a bargain. But it's not a bargain I can afford. I got a family. but I was able to get this for a really, really decent price. So there it is, the arcade 1-up Star Wars machine, and I think it's wonderful. So Rise of Skywalker tonight. Can't wait to see it. Keep wearing those pajamas.
Keep wearing those pajamas with the plastic feet. Keep wearing those pajamas. Tell everyone you meet. Keep wearing those pajamas with the back door flap. Keep wearing those pajamas. Don't open, it's a trap. Oh no, it's a trap. Some people call them PJs, but people call them jammies. They can come embroidered with big money and no whammies. They can have 100 tiny commander adamas, but no matter how they look, just keep on wearing those pajamas. Keep on wearing those pajamas. Keep wearing those pajamas. I know we're having fun. Keep wearing those pajamas. And now the song is done.